Yo, welcome to another episode. I have my two notorious brothers here with me. It's been a while, my boys. Fucking been a while. I'm so happy to call upon my brothers, Pradhumn and mizzy.thecosmic, aka Gilberto, my bro. What's
Um,
happening?
I'm doing good, man. Happy to be back in Pune. Happy to had this chance to record the podcast because I can leave my story here in India, and you guys can always hear about me. How was my time? And yeah, maybe you tell them what I've been doing here.
Bro, so before we start, I want you all to know we guys, me and Pradhuman came here to Pune also. It's been like, I think, 10 plus years, right? And decades started with our friendship, doing a lot of things together. And we've seen each other grow, bro. And for us, this friend of ours called Mizzy came into our lives, bro, as hey Baba.
Baba!
so
Some
I,
more!
before we start, Mizzy just said one thing to me before we were just talking, chit chatting right now. He's like, it's so funny, I'm back. But no one says Baba anymore. No one says Pammo anymore.
Oh, he
They're
said
like
the same.
Pradyuman.
Yeah, that's what
They're
we
like
were talking
Sahil.
about.
And it makes sense, man. I want Mizzy to introduce himself and just explain why he came to India, what was his journey like, and how the ship started sailing in this world of music and friendship, bro. Welcome.
It's quite a long story. I've lived in India for 6 years, did my bachelor's, Pune, master's, Bangalore. I've had a great time, but I could say that Pune has been my second home. I spent 4 years here and made friends who have turned into families in the meantime. And yeah, like I said before, I was studying, but I came with the thing in mind that I saw the city has a nice electronic music scene, and I was hoping to make it as a DJ and producer. And the people I'm sitting here with right now, they got my first gig and maybe the last as well in India. So it's gone full circle. If it wasn't for them, I would have never been in the position that I am right now. So
Agreed,
I'm
bro.
really grateful for the people I've met here, and I hope to be back sometime soon. But in the meantime, hear my story.
Yes, man, bro. So happy to hear. For people who don't know and most know, Pradyuman is also the founder of Maushi. Let's go, man. Give one for Maushi, man.
Maushi boys.
Let's go. And Pamo's being like very smiling. He's like, Are, why you giving me all that? No, but man, looking back and looking at the growth, right? You and the team, y'all have made a name which is, I would say, you're the only ones holding it down here and everywhere else right now. People are looking forward for your next gigs, for the next experience. And for me, it was so crazy that I saw Mizzy at the Maushi event and I had a smile, bro. I couldn't put that smile down, right? I was like, hey, Mizzy!
Hey, Baba.
Pamo, bro, what do you got to say, man? How's it been for you right now?
I mean, about that smile, bro. He's got that infectious smile, like, I mean, he's like, he always, it's never been like, it's always been like that. Like, whenever Mizzy comes in front, it's like always like, suddenly all those memories, flashing memories of like, hey, Pammo, like,
Ah.
all that comes, and I'm like, hey, chal, Mizzy is in town, man. That's why I was like excited about the podcast as well, that because he was here, and yeah, he's leaving, like, he's leaving for Mozambique. So I was like, yeah, man, come on, we gotta sit down and like, do this again, man.
That man, shout out to Mozambique as well. My bros spend a lot of years here, and we have turned out to be like a family right now. And it's always great when we all sit. And Mizzy actually left from Pune, right? And it was a crazy scene where you just left, and we were just talking to my wife as well, and she's like, "I've seen you last 5 years back."
Exactly. Like, whoa, imagine. So 6 years, 5 years back, I saw someone last. And what I was probably 19 years old at the time. I'm 25 now. So imagine the growing. I came here a boy. I'm now a man. I'm still growing, but I can notice the difference.
Of course, man. But the vibe hasn't changed. Us, the vibe's still the same, bro.
The
The
vibe is
same
still the
energy.
same. Yeah, man, I love the city with all my heart, for sure. Like I say, this is my second home. It has seen me grown, and I had my best times, my best years here. I learned a lot. I went to college. I graduated in psychology, and I felt like I didn't want to work with that. And at the same time, my parents were like, you know what, you should stay and do some masters, which I didn't want to do. But at the time, I didn't know what to do with my life yet. And I always loved music. I wanted to get into media, mass communication. So I went to Bangalore to pursue that degree in mass communication. And I would say, like, yeah, the 2 years in Bangalore that I spent, it was really, really hard for me. In my first year, when I came to Pune, there was a Mozambican people community which received me and like got care of everything for me at the time. But then when I shifted to Bangalore, it was just me, and it took me at least a year to make friends that like really were my vibe and understood. So yeah, the first year was a bit hard.
Can I ask you a question though, bro? How was the transition, bro, from Pune and knowing the people here, and you said like the open arms, right? You are part of the community. You are Pune, right? End of the day, we cannot deny the fact that Mizzy is not from Pune. End of the day, right? It is your second turf. But how was the transition to entering Bangalore? Was there culture differences that you felt from Pune to Bangalore?
Yeah, totally, definitely, because the position, like the region, Pune is like almost center state, and Bangalore is like South India, so they have that feeling. And Bangalore, when I went there, there was a lot of issues with the African community. They were coming out a lot in the newspapers for stuff that they did, and yeah, people don't really actually get to know you. And the police specifically, they were like just seeing a black dude and automatically thinking that I'm from Nigeria, wanting to associate bad stuff with me. And like, yeah, it took a while to get adapted and have a nice vibe. And even the people were amazing. I had people who received me as well, but they weren't like-minded people. They were friends who took care of me at the end, but I didn't get that family feeling in the beginning. It took me a year at least to meet people who I was vibing with, and I found my community after a year. So yeah, first year in Bangalore was tough.
Especially with music, right? Like, how did you find the electro scene, and how did that come to being in Bangalore in a stable way? Where like I've been in Bangalore for a while as well. When I was actually there, I won't say hip hop also, but like metal and the rock scene was a vibe, bro. And Psy, like Psy and metal scene was the shit. Like the places like Pebbles, Humming Tree, a lot of places were there which were a vibe. What is the scene now, bro?
The scene now, so metal is actually making a comeback. There's this venue called Fandoms by Gillis. I don't know if you know Gillis.
Yeah.
I've only seen it in Bangalore, but they have a lot of places there, so it's famous. But they have this one, Fandoms. It would be like social, anti-social. So at Fandoms, they're having the metal scene going on, but the Psytrance scene, it's not happening much because the city is strict. So someone at my first year told me, yeah, if there's a Psy event, you won't even see the flyer. It's that underground. And yeah, it is true because it is strict. Pune is very much more relaxed. Everyone is doing whatever they want. They walk driving in the streets with no helmets. You know, in Bangalore, you need 2 helmets, you for you and the driver. If you don't have that, you're fucked, bro.
True
Trust
that,
me.
bro.
And the fees are not like $200, 1,000, 2,000. So you can feel the strictness of the city, you see. And that's why people are a bit more afraid, a bit more restricted when they, you know how the Psy events are, right? The Psy events, people are not drinking alcohol.
I want to ask you something. Isn't it hard for you to not say Bhenchod in Karnataka because they speak in Kannada, right?
Are, Benchot is universal, bro. It's universal, man. Everyone understands. If you have Benchot, you are a Benchot anyway.
Shout out to all the Bhenchods there, man.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they still say that, but yeah, also the language. And I was having this conversation with Pamo because he was on the phone, and I could hear what he was saying. I hear, of course, but understand what he was saying because maybe I understand the Hindi from here. I don't know if they're different in all cities, but the Hindi here, I can understand what he was talking about. Over there, I cannot understand anything.
Because they're speaking in Kannada mostly, right?
Not most people, because there's a lot of people who are not from Bangalore in the city, you see. Yeah, but still, the Hindi sounds a bit different, so I could not understand
The
anything.
accent also, and plus, I mean, for one example he gave, like, you know, here we say like, you know, bus, and there they were all like, they're talking about typical Hindi. They're like, you know, saying ruko, ruko, ruko. So suddenly he got like, what is this word ruko? Like, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Hindi.
Damn. Because he could understand when I was saying inko, unko, like he figured that shit out also in his own way, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, bro. Now I get to know that he understands Hindi, man. Because I've been saying shit about him a lot, bro. Now tells me like now when we were coming here, bro, on our way, like, you know, and suddenly he's like, like when I was on the phone and he's like,
Mere
I could,
paas do bill hagya.
he's like, he's telling me that, you know, he's understanding everything which I'm talking about. And I'm like, motherfucker, why didn't you tell me this before, man? I mean, I've been pulling your leg, man, for the past 5 years, bro.
Oh shit, bro. Mizzy, cancel him.
Cancel. Don't listen to this guy next.
But the guy, I also wanted to add, like, you know, I mean, we were just talking and this guy takes his music career and, like, you know, being an electronic music artist seriously, man, because even when he was looking for a college, like most of us like don't know shit, like, you know, what we want to do when we are like so young, like right after school. So one of his criteria when he was looking for colleges and stuff was that, you know, how's the electronic music scene there, like, you know, so he saw that, you know, one of his favorite artists was playing in Pune, so he was like,
Juliet
and that
Sikora.
time, like, you know, I mean, music scene wasn't even that big, like, you know, it was just coming, like, you know, but he still saw that one of his favorite artists is playing, and he's like, it has to be a good scene. So cool, like, you know, Pune can be one of those cities where I can also pursue something I really love apart from the education or something which I should
That's
or I can.
crazy,
or whatever.
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was actually a part of a deal with my mom because they wanted to send me to Gujarat first.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, I was saying
Dry
stuff
state.
about Gujarat. I'm like, you know, and I had a friend who was there. He was like, man, I know you. You want like this place, you know? And yeah, my mom wasn't so convinced about Pune. So I told her that was the first time I was very open about how I want to follow my career with music. So I told her, you know what? If I go to Pune, I might have a chance in music. The next day, she came to me and she was like, okay, green light.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I didn't expect that because at that point they were fighting me about going into music because you know how risky and volatile it is. They didn't want that
hear
to
you,
me.
bro, on
Yeah, but I said that the next day they were like, okay, cool, you can go. I was very surprised, you know.
Respect to her, bro, on that
With
part
respect
also.
to her, and it was the right choice because, like, yeah, I mean, if you look at my Instagram, you'll see what I've done. Yeah, I've come up in a certain way. I've worked with one of the best people in the industry. I've been lucky to do that, but at the same time, I thought what makes me be in a position that I'm getting lucky is because I followed my path. So that always puts me in the right place, right position. Always, somehow, I don't know how, but it always happens. So I think it's because I follow what I really wanted to follow. I followed my heart, and I'm getting the rewards of taking the risk.
Bro, but that's commendable, bro. You have to, you know, respect the hustle on that you went to do what you wanted to do. Also, not to disregard the fact that you continued your studies and you did what you wanted to do as well. Like that is media and you
And
mentioned that
psychology.
Psychology.
I mean, studies always help, bro. Even if, like, you know, even if I mean, most of us in Maushi, we all study designing in college. And I'm telling you, man, that helped big time.
Flyers.
Like, you know, whatever, like everything, even apart from that, like, you know, everything, your whole design sense that comes into your brain, like, so any kind of education in college, like, you know, it's not, I mean, we are in the age, like, you know, where it's all about money and business, and people are looking at examples like he's 10th pass, he's 11th pass, and I don't have anything against it. You want to leave college, school, everything for your dream, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. But also for the people who are really like, studies is never gonna be. It's. I have never heard a person who has said ki, oh, I did BA or I did anything in college, and that's not at all helpful. In some point in life, I mean, education is always helpful.
No,
like,
but
you know.
like for us, like I kind of differ on that only for a fact that there are few people with us who just came there to get a degree and not even, you know.
For sure, 100%. So, bro, I mean, I know so many of my friends who have taken law degrees because they wanted to get a degree. But tell me honestly, isn't any kind of knowledge, even if it's in law, is it bad? If I'm sitting with him, he's gonna tell me, even though right now he's not in law, he's also a DJ.
But you also know
So,
something
like, you know,
about it.
everybody who's like, he's not unemployed. He's unemployed right now because all the DJs, all the artists, all of us are unemployed. But like he's also unemployed. But when we are sitting in, like, you know, when we're talking about shit, he can still tell me that, you know, the law says
True.
Just him saying that in a conversation, that also came from studies, right? So
Makes sense, bro.
how is it gonna be bad?
Yeah,
Like,
it's never
till
bad,
the time
bro.
you're figuring
it's
out
never
shit.
bad.
Yeah, like, come on, man, it's
No,
fine.
it's never bad. I was always like the fuck school guy, but somehow I studied until masters.
But that's great, bro.
Yeah.
Because end of the day,
I'm also surprised, bro.
bro. Because he
How did you
pursued
do that?
music
Huh?
also. The best part was he was doing his music and doing education, and he's out there also. I don't know how you went for classes, bro.
Okay. What I'm saying now is not an advice to be followed. I wasn't going to classes. I was going to check what's happening in classes. But it did work, so maybe that will not work for everyone. And also, all of my courses were arts, So before the exam, I just had to read some stuff, and it was knowledge that I already kind of had. Maybe not in psychology, but in mass communication, because it's a lot of marketing. And when you're an artist or promoter, you do marketing regardless. So that was a bit easy. But what went good was because I want to start my own magazine, We have a lot of talent in Mozambique for electronic music, not only electronic music, all kinds of arts. But we don't have platforms to promote the artists. And that's why I went with the mass communication course. So I learned a lot of things I was interviewing other artists, promoters, people who are not even musicians, but still somehow working in the music scene somehow. So that's how I completed all of my projects. My teachers didn't know nothing about techno, but by the time of my course, they were like, yo, now we know about techno. At my first project, they were like, okay, I want to see what's this, because my brother is always talking about it. And I brought the information to them. I was going to collect footage, collect interviews from people in the industry, and then they got to know that this is techno. And I'm glad that even though I was in college, my projects, I could still relate to electronic music. So I never went away from my path.
That's crazy, bro. I wanted to ask you this. Like most people ask me this also. Does ethnicity also convert into what you think generally? Like when I first met you, I thought you listened to hip hop.
Yeah.
Does it
And I
always
do
come?
listen, but I'm not the hip hop. I'm more into electronic, but yeah, I do have that culture because, of course, my environment, right? And I also, many people don't know this, but I got into music through hip hop. I was rapping, recording trap beats, talking about stuff like, how that music, and sometimes it's not even real, but you're talking about ops, you're talking about, just being the guy in the
So
game.
ops is the opposite, bro. Like,
Opposites
that
and
side.
stuff, and I was doing that, but that was a phase I had. I think of my whole life. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to family parties, and Euro dance. For you to know Euro dance, you had to listen to electronic music 10, 15 years back, because Euro dance doesn't exist anymore, and somehow I know it. That's because I think electronic music has been infused into me ever since I was a kid. So the hip hop phase was a phase. I'm electronic music.
But how did that fucking spark ignite? Like how did you get into the electronic scene?
So how did I get back into it? I don't know. I just started hip hop during 2013. It wasn't that great, right? And I didn't want to hear that, and I started going to raves at the same time. And I went to my first rave, and I was like, you know what? Now I really want to listen to this.
And where was this?
Back home in Mozambique. Yeah. So I went to a friend's place one night. I knew he used to be into electronic. I was like, bro, give me tracks. He had too many gigabytes of the tracks in his pen drive. So that was my introduction, permanent introduction to electronic music. And then going to raves, and then discovering more, listening to better music. That's why I ended up in India, because I was listening to artists that were never coming to South Africa, even though South Africa is booming now and Mozambique might have a chance in a few years. Not yet. So yeah, that opportunity to go out and having the free way for me to decide what should I do, that was the combination.
That's crazy, bro. Pamo, you want to add on to that? Imagine Mozambique and all the scenes growing in a couple of years. Imagine.
With a lot of
He's-
inspiration from Maushi, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, we were
Commendable on that,
we
though.
were just talking about it, what the scenes picking up at a lot in a lot of countries. I mean, we were just talking about it when he just came to Pune. That time Pune scene wasn't
It wasn't big.
yeah, it wasn't big. I
We
mean,
had
they were
Euriska.
Euriska was there. There was a great parties happening at Euriska, but apart from that, proper electronic music, there was no venue, there was nothing happening. But in the past 7 years, there's been such a big boom. There's been such a big boom in the industry which has taken place, like, and that's and I'm telling you, this is, we haven't even reached the high yet. Like, we are still like in 2-3 years more, and this whole industry is gonna get even higher and higher. And that's what's gonna happen in Mozambique as well. Like, people have started listening to the music, people have started going for such parties. There are promoters who are doing all, like, such kind of parties. So it just take one promoter, bro. I mean, we were talking about it, like, which is like where in Africa, like, you would have like the best kind of music scene going on. Mizzy, first thing he was like, Egypt has a really nice scene. What's different in Egypt? You just need one promoter, bro. You need one big artist, like, who's gonna like inspire so many people. In what ways? Like, if I have to give you an example in sports, like, we got a gold medal in, like, javelin throw by Neeraj, and suddenly, like, everybody in India is crazy about athletics and shit, like, so yeah, we just need one spark. Because I mean, it's nothing bad. There's nothing bad which we are promoting. Electronic music is like, I personally, I was like, he got through hip hop. I was like a metalhead. I was into rock music and
I
stuff.
remember that.
Yeah, so I was like, and that's one bad thing about music industry, or what people have this thing, like, if you're a rock person, everything else is shit. If you're an electronic music person, live music is shit. Like, people follow that, like, or at least used to follow that. Like,
I
so
don't think it's the same now.
yeah. So and at that time, even I used to, like, no, man, I'm a completely rock person. I'm a completely live person. Electronic music is not my thing. You just have to give it a chance. And that's what we were, again, like, we were just talking about it, that it happens through an event. It happens through a vibe which you create. A person is there at an event where he doesn't know the artist. The person doesn't know the artist. The person specifically is not there for music. He's there because of the scene. But somehow at the end of the night, that person went home and had a great time, like, at the party. He enjoyed. Like, it was something great. He'll give it a try to electronic music. What was it? People related to all kind of substances and shit, man. That's not the fucking necessary shit you require to enjoy this music, man. Like, it's great music, like,
End of the day, bro, music has no barriers, right? You have to dismiss yourself to it.
Yeah, and I think that's actually the best thing about electronic music, because like, we mostly connected through electronic music, man. I mean, you are a hip hop guy, but you love electronic. You too, you are a metalhead. Electronic is just not your primary thing, but you know how to work with it and you love it as well. And because we were going to an event where we knew an artist, and we're like, we want to listen to this artist, so we all ended up connecting there. And you get to these venues, if it's a techno or house music night, not EDM house, like not commercial, but like serious music, you'll always find people who came for the same reason as you. Or if they brought their friends, it's kind of the same. So this like-mindedness is what connected all of us,
Yeah, the first time I met Mizzy, like, we met at that rooftop party.
Oh
Maushi.
yeah,
Maushi rooftop party,
yeah. And that was only because I met Two Left Feet back in the day. Back in the days of Two Left Feet, Bauro Mogasu, their first
Two Left
gig. Yeah, they were playing their first gig, and I happened to be there. I didn't know any of you by the time. I happened to be there, and we were dancing. I was dancing, and then someone connected me to Chetan and Hitan, because they told me that, I told them that I'm a DJ, and like that also they connected very well, and they were having the rooftop party. I was invited, but I'm like, you know what, I can also play a set. And Chetan was like, yeah, of course. And then that's how it all started.
Bro, but that journey has been wild. Like, so Pune was mental also when you were here, and you've seen this grow, right? With Maushi also, and your journey as well, because you played a lot of sets in and out, right? You did your own stuff also, and the house parties were mental, where everyone could play their sets and have a good vibe. There were also drunk days where people were like trying to but yeah, we had good fun. But how was it when you entered the Bangalore scene, bro?
So first year, maybe you guys saw it, I wasn't having too many gigs. I wasn't posting too many gigs. It took me a year because I had to make all of the contacts again. I had to start from zero. And in the first year, I wasn't meeting the right people who could give me gigs. So in the second year, I decided like, you know what? Okay, I've spent 1 year in this side, maybe, and it's not working. So I have to go and check other avenues. And it took a while still, but once I completed my degree, I started getting gigs like crazy, bro. You know, I started like I came back to the stages. I would say I've never went a year without playing at least 2 gigs. But this year I have the Bangalore not in the palm of my hands, but like I can go up more. The only problem is that I'm not gonna be here and I'm gonna have to start again in another city. But that's the disadvantage. But the advantage of it is doing in 2 cities gave me the confidence that hey, I can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? So like yeah, it's sad that I have to leave everything that I have for now until I come back next. Don't know when, but for sure this is my second home, like I said. But yeah, gave me the confidence that I can do it anywhere.
Of course, bro. Also, when you went to Bangalore, you got associated with a lot of places. Also, you want to talk a little more about like Suffer and
Oh, Suffer, yeah, Suffer Collective. It actually started during lockdown. It's run by Sean. It was started by Sean from Afterworks, I7 HVN. He's a music producer, teacher, and he's one of the best producers I know in India personally. Actually, he makes some great music, and he's so involved in it that he sacrifices his life for the music. He really loves it. So the outcome of his music is great because of the energy he's putting into it, you know. So we just started stuff for like, yo, I'm looking for producers. I want to do an experimental project. A lot of us joined, and we never expected that we have completed 2 years. Suffer is 2 years old right now. We never expected that. But somehow the community was a great community that we started working, and everyone in Suffer is really hard working. I might be mostly, I'm not lazy, but my work is different. My work is going outside and like, you know, making connections and being more active. But the back side of it, the back end, there's a lot of people who work really hard. So it's been great. And at the same time, in Mozambique, Maputo, I also have this events company that I started with friends that I met in Pune, but they were from Mozambique.
you want to give a shout out to
Frenzy,
Let's
Shaquille,
go.
Neurotech, Gilles Zen, Alternate, we here. Yeah, so how it all started, that actually started way before we actually started the company, because we all are like-minded in the same way. I think in the group of Mozambicans, we are the only 4 people who really loved electronic music like that. And we kept talking like, yo, when we go back home, we have to do events. But you know, a lot of people talk and never do it. Yeah, but with them, they actually did it. And I wasn't even there back in the country. I just got added to a group. It's called Out Records. And I'm like, hey, what's this, bro? Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. What's this? And like, yeah, we started talking about the events. And now we have 1 year old. Just in October, we completed 1 year old, and we are revolutionizing the scene. We are not there where we have changed things, but what we have done in 1 year, people are starting to see that hey, these guys are actually different. You know, they're not following any rules, and it's been great. So
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
associated with 2 brands, one in India, Suffer Collective, the second one in Mozambique, Alternate.
alternate. Shout out, bro. That's what you need, that revolutionary nature of you to do something. That's how I've seen
Yeah,
I've
man.
been,
that's-
I've
them
been,
do it.
I've been actually talking to them, like, you know, and it was so nice to see, like, you know, we have had like video calls where, like, you know, we're all sitting and we're talking about what are the problems which they are facing there, and what can they do to, like, you know, tackle it there, be it comes to sponsors, to production, to artists, or how to, like, you know, get the scene up there. And it was really nice to see them, like, you know, doing that. Because I have to give a shout out to, like, you know, to all the boys, yeah, Mizzy, Jill, Frenzy, Shakil, all of them. We met them the first time. All 4 of them, they were there for that rooftop party, and that was the start of Maushi. Like, you know, we were just, what were we doing? We were not thinking anything about money or something, man. We just wanted to throw some good parties, like, you know, with the like-minded people who follow the same kind of music. They were there. After that one party, bro, they were always there. Every fucking party, bro. The club, either in the club or our incognito sessions, which we used to do. By the way, because I saw that Suffer's video, like, you know, where like you were playing in the house, like where the friends and
Oh
sitting.
yeah. Oh,
And
we used to
man,
do listening sessions as
man,
well.
I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, man, I miss
Yes.
those times in
Bro.
Maushi, man, because like like once we start, like and suddenly, like when the community grows and you grow up more than like 150 200 people, and then you can't do such scenes, like because you have to go into a club and stuff, because
You have to
otherwise
grow,
it's
right? You're
illegal, like
growing.
you can't do
Because
you can't throw a party
those
for 200 people.
Those are the Mutreja.
Yeah,
mansion
exactly. We
incognito
started
events,
from
right?
the alley
Yeah.
of like Mutreja
Where
mansion
parking
and
used to
stuff.
be.
Exactly. Like
And
throwing
people
a
weren't
party in the
paying
parking and
attention. They were
stuff,
like,
man.
"Yeah, I'll pay you later."
Yeah, bro, but like all my heart, like I want to give a shout out to Maushi once again, bro, because they started a movement, man. And like honestly, bro, as much as you're like, yeah, okay, but like you need a fucking clap, man. Honestly,
Give me a clap now, bro.
Maushi,
Give me a
5
clap, like
years,
after a
going
few
into
years, like if
6.
we actually do something shit, like which we thought we will do it, like when we started this shit, like we throw these words just for the sake of it, like a lot of people like saying ki revolutionize and stuff, man. I'm
but
telling
like,
you, I'm like
honestly, bro.
stick to that, and I'm honestly, I'm saying like I love it. Obviously, I also know that there's been a great growth in Maushi, like we have achieved something like we have achieved, but we're still like we still have to like reach at some point. I'm telling you, bro, I'll be boasting about it when we reach that
But
point,
more
like
power to that, bro. That'll happen.
bro, when we reach that point, I'll be boasting about it. I won't be like doing all this
We'll
shit,
get
like
on the cars with
yeah, man. When that happens, bro, I'll talk about that.
No t-shirt, no nothing, bro, nothing.
But I mean,
Magnet's gonna
even
be
the
alright.
even the boys in Mozambique, bro, I told them the same thing, like I mean, if you're actually legit serious about the music, like which they are, like you all love the music scene and you all want to change the scene there, bro. 1-2 years, it's honestly not that difficult. Like just gotta be patient and keep doing it for 1-2 years, bro. And people notice, man. People notice that you're putting efforts, like into something. People notice, people follow. You just do that for 2 years, you will see that growth, and which will like motivate you to do more. So I'm like, and money is gonna follow, like I mean, money is not gonna come in the first few years.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's,
but it's gonna follow, like
no, that's actually what I think. I mean, like I keep the money in my head for sure, but whenever I'm doing something, it's never money motivated first, but the money thought is still there, but I'm not putting money first somehow. But like, yeah, of course, everyone likes money, man.
Of course, bro. But I think art eventually, bro. Like eventually, because techno and the space right now for you to build a space, right? Again, this is where most of the commercial money is not there, right? End of the day. So it will take time, but it eventually will come, bro. That's what I feel with art and any kind of art which has been spent hours and years on, eventually has his own space and people to be fucking putting time and effort to. So as much as time you have put in, by that time there'll be enough people to be putting that much time back into, the skills you have done and the music you've put out. So yeah, man, it will happen. Because I was just talking to our camera guy, bro, Vedang. Shout out to him, Cinevedd. He was just like, I've not seen 22-year-old kids, bro, talking about 5 years later or thinking about that. I told him, I was like, bro, shit. What was me and you thinking when you were 22, bro? Like, where can we fucking get fucked today? Right? Like, how to get hammered?
Legend, me and Sahil were talking about this, bro. We're looking at both our wallets and bro, we have like, I have 313 rupees. Sahil is like, I have 191 rupees. Like, cool, we have 500 rupees.
Bro,
Where should we go? Like, this is what our talks were, bro.
Where we went to TGIF and we had money for a pint each, and they gave us 2 blank papers where you have to send your contacts, their phone numbers, their email, and per page you get a pint. So we went to our contacts, writing names, numbers,
Bro,
email ID.
all our friends, bro, they're still getting spammed by them.
Is it your birthday?
Because of that one day we wanted to drink.
Because of some BS you got years ago.
Bro, me and him like hustled that shit, bro. We were like so many papers. End of the day, I wrote like random names, random numbers, and the emails also were random. Godzilla at the rate of fuck your mom.
Keep it the beer.
My God, Godzilla fucking your mom would be intense.
That'll be crazy, huh?
Oh, well, yeah, you guys met here in Pune. Did you go to the same college?
In the same
You
college,
did?
yeah.
Design all right.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he
He was
was
into game
design, I
design.
was making
Yeah.
art. Then we were roommates, man. Yeah, I'm Anora.
We were roommates when
But how-
Sile was part of the four people where when we started, when the idea of the Maushi name came from Sile. The whole
Ah.
idea of
Mhm.
like throwing like college parties
Mhm.
came during that time, and we just wanted to throw college parties. We wanted to just
Sweet.
yeah, just have fun, throw college parties.
Yeah.
After 2-3 years, it's when like we got serious about that shit.
Mhm.
Let's
That's
do it
when I
seriously.
met you.
Yeah, that's when you
Yeah,
met us.
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
What a journey, man.
Yeah,
Like
hey,
an
bro.
eight.
What? And it's still going. Like I said, like I was here before, and then I wasn't here for some time. I came back for Maushi Day. Now I'm here again. So this journey is continuing. It's continuing. So it's great.
Bro, I think this is something that will not end.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
I think
I
I
don't
can-
want it to end.
Bro, it will not. I can see you coming back after every 4 years, 5 years.
5 years every Maushi Day.
Cricket
five.
World Cup hai kya ye?
Yeah, because I came for Maushi Day 1, then I came for 5. Like I said, I have to watch my investment in the end.
Ah, fucking A.
No, but it'll be crazy for you to start your journey in Mozambique also and do something crazy there that you can see, like, cross travel artists. But who are the artists, Indian artists you've heard here that you got inspired from? Or
I mean, a lot of them, but if you're talking about artists that I know, currently there's this guy called Hain from Bangalore. You know the Mango Alley label? So they have a sub label, and Hain is working with them, and his music is really great as well. Like people like know him in Shan. I said to Ishan last weekend that like, yo, you might be the best producers I've ever met in my life. So like, yeah, these guys are inspiring me a lot. But then like, if you're gonna talk about the big ones, maybe not in terms of music because it's different, but how far they've gone with their career, like with Sequel, Cora, because these guys are still underground, but they're top chain, like top of the food chain in the underground system. So like, yeah, they inspire me a lot, man.
man, that's crazy to hear, bro. Pamo, bro, any stories you're recollecting?
Wawa.
But just us and Mizzy being here.
The cap. Remember the cap? I don't think. Oh, bro, I don't know why. Sometimes they don't meet you for a while, but there was this era that I bought a cap for Halloween, and yeah, that was just a cap for Halloween. But I don't know where that cap is right now because
It's in another country, bro.
yeah, it's been like passed hand to hand. So it became a contest at the end. Like that cap, we would have drinking games, and in the end, you win that cap. So he won it, then he lost it. Then I don't know what happened to the cap.
In the
after
house
that.
parties, bro, we started this. It was like a captain's cap. Like in the
Yeah.
house
Oh,
parties.
fuck, I've seen you wearing
Yeah.
it.
That cap,
Yes.
that cap. You
So in
didn't
the
know
house
the
parties, bro,
origin story,
we
right?
started
I think I've
this
seen
thing.
Frenzy wearing it. I've seen.
I
Yo,
wore
bro,
it for
so-
Halloween.
Bro, in the house party we started this so we had this cap like somebody has to win something when we win this chugging competition or something so I won the first time and I was like cool man let's continue this thing and the second time
Bangalore.
I think so, yeah. I think that's
Hancho,
why maybe you weren't there in that era because that era of that cap I didn't see you much.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of him wearing the suspenders, the
Yeah,
white shirt.
And the
everyone
cap.
was like-
Prince Hancho he took that away from me
Bro,
then where it went
Where
it's
is
like
Hancho, bro?
Hancho,
no idea.
Hancho is back home. And he's still with his girlfriend from Sweden, so it's probably settling there as well.
nice
Yeah, So yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good.
yeah he took the cap from me and then
Yeah, he lost to
and then
Hancho.
but it was always the thing, bro. Whoever you're you can't keep the cap with you.
True that.
I mean, all the Maushi parties, the cap will always come back and we'll have that competition again and it will go to somebody. And then one time, when the incognito sessions ended and after a year or something, I asked the boys, so where is the cap? They're like, it's in Mozambique. and they're continuing it there, bro. So I'm like, you know what? It started from here, bro. So
That's-
you know what?
that's fucking crazy,
that's
bro.
cool, man. That's
But
cool
I
that it
never
started
had
from here.
a crazy story about the cap, then that cap, like for real, man.
It's like a WWE belt, bro.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
exactly, bro.
But fuck, bro, like talking about Mozambique, we're talking about that meme, bro. So there was this meme where this
Oh,
guy,
the
he
meme.
enters a bus and he's like female driver driving the bus. In the second picture, the bus is toppled and he's full of mud. But that meme was made for that sake. But we actually saw the picture. It's fucking epic.
Bro, the
It's
bus
funny.
didn't stop.
It's
The
quite
bus fell.
But the people didn't mind, bro. The people are happy.
People didn't mind. Nah, that guy who took the first selfie wasn't happy. I think you'll probably see it in the edit. That guy, the first selfie, was smiling. The second one, bro,
could taste the mud.
Yeah,
He was like, yo.
it wasn't funny at all.
Shit, bro. I saw another fucking meme yesterday of this girl trying to stop a car. And the guy's like, put the brakes. She opens the door and puts her leg down from the
Oh,
car.
bro, what the fuck,
You've
man?
seen those scooty riders in
Yeah,
Pune, right?
exactly. I'm thinking like, what is
No brakes, bro. They put the legs down.
Oh man, hey, but Pune is a beautiful city, bro. Like for real, I really like the scenery of Pune. The weather is fine on winters because the weather is always extreme. If it's hot, it gets too hot. If it rains, it will rain for 2 weeks without stopping, like not even for a second. If it's cold, then it never gets too cold. So in winters, yes, it's nice, but I like the weather overall, and I also like the hillside of things because I was staying like in Kondwa and IBM, and it's usually a hill area. You come to Koreagon Park, is like more flat, it's city, so you don't get the views. You cannot go hike. You have to go to Bangalore or something. Like even you're staying in.
Bro, there's a hill right here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I love about Pune because Bangalore, we call it concrete jungle. You'll travel for like 48 kilometers, only city. A few lakes, yes, but only city.
But I think the only place is Nandi Hills.
Yeah, that's 1 hour away. In 1 hour away, you reach Lonavala, Pavna. Here, yeah, exactly. Here in Pune, you can walk from your house to one hill. So I really love that, and how it gets so green in monsoon is so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, Bangalore, the weather is amazing. The city is nice. But in terms of nature, you don't get much.
Pune is super chill, bro.
Super chill, yes.
Pune is like a perfect place for you, bro, because your Mizzy is also like the epitome of chill, like you know? Like he's a chill guy.
I
Like, you know?
remember him riding
Pune
his
is
scooty with his pug.
Pune is Mizzy, bro. Like you know, Pune is like fucking chill, bro. Like you know, in everything, the rules are chill, the people are chill. Like you know, we're not in a rush. Then we don't have to catch the local from Dadar to Asai, like you know.
True that. And he can always say, Bhaiya, bhencho.
Are bhaiya, bus. Siddha, no, Siddha, bhaiya, bus. Oh, sorry, bhaiya, wrong location.
Shout out, Wala.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, I've learned a lot here, like, for real, bro. And the culture shock was, man, anyone who comes to India, I'm letting you all know, anyone who comes to India will have a cultural shock. Always, man. Because they might not even talk to you. Someone is just spitting on the road like it's normal. So for anyone from anywhere else in the world, that's like a cultural shock, you know? In Bangalore, I would open my door, like I'm taking my bike out. I open my gates. There's a fucking cow over there. And I'm like, bro, what's this, man? Because like you don't get societies, right? There's not many societies. So like, yeah, it's all everything like layouts, residential areas.
Small buildings, 3 floors.
Exactly. So you open the door, there's a cow there looking at you, and you're like, man, what?
But I love that fact about Goa also, bro. So I was chilling in Goa in some small little bar, which was damn nice. There was a white guy who had come down. He was bartending there for that night. So a bull, bro, not even a cow, like a bull with horns, because it was raining. It just entered inside, and that place was as big as this is. And you enter from here, and there's like an alleyway where everyone's chilling, and the bar is inside with the music. So that bull came along to survive, and it's trying to push us in. There's one guy putting the cup on the bull, bro. The white guy comes. Chalo. I'm like, yo, this guy. Then he starts speaking Konkani. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This guy made someone leave the scooty under a shed, made the cow sit there, and I was like, yo, what a vibe. Like, there's beauty in chaos, right?
Yeah, man, that's the thing about India, exactly. There's beauty in chaos, man. Like, man, I mean, I also wouldn't know how to manage a country with this many people. So sometimes when things are being run in some way, they actually work. Actually, a lot of things work. But it's run in a way that for people who are used to a more organized system, you know, they feel like, hey, what's this? What's happening? But hey, it's working in India. So I don't complain much because I'm like, yeah, I also don't know because we are not the number one country with more population. So the way things are being running here, if it works, then yeah, because how else to do it?
It's
I
it's
don't
it's
know.
a
No one
different
knows.
system, bro.
Yeah,
It's
no
a
one
completely
knows.
different system
Exactly.
because the population
Yeah,
comes
man.
with its own problems and
Exactly.
I
solutions.
just wanted to
Like,
ask you also, like, end of the day, we are still third world, right? And Mozambique also categorically falls in the same place. How are the people and how is the culture and how things work?
Um. So,
Similar in ways.
so one thing about Africa, people are very warming, very receiving. You know, like we don't have that thing of like foreigners coming and saying like, "Yo, you have to be outside." No, we don't. You can't come here. We don't have these things. We always receive. We always like to have other people around us. So it's very warming. But man, a country like Mozambique, I would say we have 4 cities. Let me count. We have Maputo, Beira, Nampula, and Pemba. We have 4 cities, which is major city, and the capital city is the biggest one. But if you're not in the city, it's either a village or very rural, you know? So I would say 10% of Mozambique have cities and it's developed. So in that sense, India is doing better. Even the economy, not only the economy, a lot of things are going great in India right now.
No man,
man.
but like my point was not about like what's right also, but like I see a lot of opportunity that India creates right now for everyone, right?
We have more opportunities here for sure.
No, but like it's nice. It feels so good that you've spent so much of your years here,
Yeah.
and I can honestly say like, bro, this is your pad, this is your home, right?
No, man, like,
'Cause
bro, I met great people here for real, man. Like, amazing people, and man, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for the time I spent in India. You know.
so it's like, I mean, I find this so interesting that I've known Mizzy and the boys that for like 5 years, like, and we have spoken so much. Even though, like, they live in a country which is like so far from India, but whenever we talk about little things, like, it's still the same. Parenting is still the same. Like the things, like, like his parents are telling him is exactly the same thing my parents are telling me. The same things they get scared about, like, them, like they're getting scared about me. And like, there are a lot of similarities, bro. It's just that, yeah, obviously there is, because we live so far from
each other, the continents, things are different.
things which are going to be different. That meme which you're talking about, bro, I can 100% like expect something like that in India as well.
Bro, I
Like,
can expect it in Haryana,
it happens in India
Like,
too, like,
Bro, I have a video that we'll put up. Like I recorded on my phone. So my little bro and we are driving in Haryana, and I see a bus in front of me, and I was just trying to record him driving his car, and I look up to the bus. There are like 40 people sitting on the bus. On the bus, bro. Like yo, cause Pune, I've not been used to seeing that for a while, right?
does that happen in Mozambique, bro?
Bro, man, like, so the public transport, the public buses, when I was a kid, I took a lot of it, but now I'm not trying to get into them. Like, a regular van will have 15 people, they'll put 30.
15 people, no?
That's how many people can sit. They'll put 30.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
they'll put
that's
30.
that's comfortable, bro.
Seen a video, bro, of this
That
guy, the cops checking.
keeps a person
When
warm.
people come out of the car, they make places under the seats also. That's madness.
Bro, I mean,
bro,
it's
crazy,
useful, right? It keeps
Bro, it
keeps a
happens
person
here also.
warm. Like,
It's not useful. Imagine like you're going for a night out. You came out of your house, you took a nice bath, you put your best perfume, your best clothes. Now you get inside the bus and it's 30 people when it should be
it's
15.
amazing.
Because you're not even sitting, bro. If you get the less in the bus, you're not even sitting. You're standing and like, bro, okay, wait. You're standing like this.
That was so. Please say, bro.
Bro, and like you're standing like this and like usually
So that's like free yoga with the. That's amazing, bro. That's
not
amazing.
yoga. Your back is getting fucked. Not
No,
well.
it's getting strength, man.
Yeah, so like, yeah, that's fucked up. They're not managing the public transportation very well. And before we don't have Uber still, but we have this application. It's called Yango, and it works like Uber. The cab prices
Like
are
Uber,
cheaper.
Ola, Rapido.
So yeah, people could already afford Ubers, but we didn't have like a cheap one like that was accessible to everyone. Now we have it, so the public transportation is getting better. But otherwise, bro, man, you're fighting for your own life.
Hey, bro,
every
I
day.
mean,
every day.
Bro,
those problems are here also, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
bro,
But yeah, I
recently
never caught the
went.
bus. I never caught the bus. I want to take a cab to Palmer's Place. I'll pay $200. I can afford
Bro,
that.
but like from Baner to but honestly, from here there are AC buses that go every 8 minutes. Like the last time I ever took a bus was when we were in Loni and no cabs could come there. And there was a point you had to stay for that red bus. And we had Akito and a lot of friends we had, and they were always like, I'm not getting in that bus. But it's so much better to take public transport in Pune, bro. I actually realized that.
No,
Because-
but with age, bro, I mean, I know all my friends, they don't like to take local trains in Bombay.
Yeah, I
I'm a
think it comes with
completely
age,
local train
man.
person, bro, because I'm not gonna spend 2 hours to reach Bandra. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'll take a
exactly.
local train for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be in somebody's armpits, but I'll take the fucking local train, bro. It's 20 minutes to reach. Like, fuck that shit, man.
in someone's
Yeah.
armpit.
I'm
And
like,
bro, there's
I'm not
nothing that,
enjoying that, but
bro,
yeah,
What
fuck
did
it,
you,
bro.
what did you snort today? Brute.
It's nothing, bro. It's not truth. It's nothing, bro. There's nothing there.
No, I mean-
that smell like natural body fluids.
Bro, the thing is, like, I'll quickly tell you the story. Like, the first, I mean, Bombay, bro, has been like, those Bombay local trains are like, bro, I was just telling Mizzy, like, that Dadar to Vasai, that thing is like, that's horrifying, bro. Like, I tried to get into that train. I thought, like, with the momentum, like, I'm just gonna enter the train, like, I'll be pushed inside the train, and I didn't realize when the train started moving, bro, for 20 minutes I was outside the train, with my fingertips inside the train, holding it like that, with my toes like inside the train, and I'm like completely outside. And there are two more people right
Behind you.
ahead, like right in front of me. They are
And he's
also outside the train.
And
So
there's
it's like
two
three
on the
people
front.
in line. We are outside the train, bro. And like the scary shit is, there's like, there are pillars coming, like, right near the tracks, bro. There are pillars coming. Bro, they have a system for that.
Of course.
They have
They
a
have
system.
they have a system. You know what they have, bro? So when the pole is coming, like, these guys are saying like, hey, pole aa raha hai. And suddenly, bro, everybody is gonna go inside. Because the person on the opposite end, he's gonna go outside. Like, and when he's gonna shout, the pole's coming, all of them are gonna come again, and I'll be like that. It's a system, bro.
Yeah, bro, but that's hectic, bro.
Fuck, bro. That was the only time I've taken the Dadar to Vasai train.
Bro, I'll put a video again here on it. Just talking about that context, I just saw another fucking video yesterday where this guy enters the train. I can imagine Pammo on that situation. And the guy,
Outside the
so he's there,
train.
but the train has not moved. So he's on the, like, imagine this is a train, right? This way. There's crowd, which is already here. And this guy with a bag comes from the back and he's trying to hump his way in. He's trying to thrust the guy. And the train starts moving and the guy in front of him flips and he fucking grabs him and starts smacking him. I'll send you that video, bro. Bro, so imagine everyone's stuck. He just comes and he's trying to thrust them in. He's humping them, bro. Get in.
I saw one video of Delhi Metro. Oh no, that was I think Japan, bro, or something, like, when there are like so many people, and Metro, the doors have to shut the door, right? Like, so somebody's ass is like, coming between the door. So the cops are coming and they're elbowing the ass, bro, in the asshole. They're like, they're elbowing it like, come on, go inside, man.
Yeah, but that's the
I was
thing.
like,
The crazy
damn,
thing
bro.
about India was saying somehow it all still works.
It still works.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Somehow it all still
Bro,
works.
I'm telling you, this is it's like, how I sometimes it's unbelievable, like, how things work in India. Like, even this experience which I'm talking about, bro, the two people who are right in front of me, they were fighting, bro. Like, while three of us are outside the train, two people, like, I'm seeing, like, I'm just focusing on the pillars which are coming. Like, the two people right in front of me, they're fighting. They're like right about to start having like a fist fight and something, like,
But
and
they
I have to
to
come
fight
and
for
stop
their
it.
lives.
Like, and all this shit is happening. This is the same shit, like, at times in Rajasthan, which I'm like, those Rajasthan has those small streets and stuff, like, where you can't even have one car pass, like, pass by. But somehow, like, even trucks pass by, like, even two, like, how is it happening, bro? It happens.
Man,
But it
if you
works out.
Bro, if you get surprised, remember the thing I was saying about people coming to India having a cultural shock. If you get surprised, imagine for someone who's come from
Oh, yeah.
outside, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even need
100%,
to go
bro.
far. Just
100%.
driving on the road, and you're taking a U-turn in somewhere that is like strictly illegal to take a U-turn. Everyone's like, what? Man? How? Because over there you don't think about that. You know, it's strictly legal, so you don't even
Of course,
think.
yeah.
Here is like, yeah, man. You turn right karo. It's very easy.
Chill there,
But
chill.
and
Damn,
it
bro.
still works. That I'm surprised about that much. Then about how things like what are they doing? I'm surprised about how it still works.
It works, bro. It works.
Yeah.
You're super
So
chill.
that's why I said I'm not complaining because, man, imagine no other country has more people than India, so we cannot tell anyone else how to run things here,
Definitely,
Because if
bro.
it's working, it's working. Although some things we see and we're like, man, this doesn't make sense at all.
Missy,
Yeah.
you're not even in the position to complain, bro.
But
I can't even tell the stories right here at the podcast about you, man. You're not in the position to complain at all, bro.
Mizzy, when are you leaving, bro?
When I'm leaving actually next Tuesday, 28th November. Yeah, November, yeah.
Bro, so we got Mizzy here because he wanted to share his journey here with us end of the day. And it's been a while that we caught up. He's here today and he's going to leave again. And I don't know when next we'll see him though.
Yeah, next, but like I said, I'm aiming every 5 years Maushi days.
4 years, bro. We believe in the World Cup 4 years. For 4 years,
I
World Cup
mean,
comes,
like,
so you gotta be, you
okay,
can't beat
4
that,
years,
bro.
maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't thought about it yet, but 5 years, I'm telling you, yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna consider for sure. I'm gonna come back at least every 5 years because, man, it's been great. And the connection I have, I don't want to lose it. That's why I said Maushi Day will probably be a ritual for me.
That'll be crazy, bro. And I'm glad bro Pam was also here today with us because it's very hard to catch up with this boy these days. No?
I know, bro, when I was in
Yeah.
Pune, man.
He's like, bro, fuck, bro, it's like going to Bombay. I'm like, yo, bhai.
For 2 hours. 2 hours it took us.
Because today was a fucking whack day, bro. Y'all left at 5:30, y'all reached at 7:30.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
come
but
on,
the
bro.
traffic has gone way worse in.
I think the metro's getting done.
Probably is the metro.
Achhe din.
Achhe din,
Hey, but this
Achhe
guy
din.
during lockdown, it was hard to get a catch of him. At a certain point, me and Hiten were like planning to raid this house because we're always planning something, and he's like, yeah, we'll do, and it was never happening. At some point, we were like, you know what? We just raid this guy's house, bro.
Yeah, I think that was the best thing. Because I remember meeting him in the lockdown only downstairs. He'll come down, have a smoke with me, and go back.
What, bro? What was happening with you during then?
Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so
Cool.
chill.
What
I'm
was
like,
cool?
for the first time, I have a reason
To not step out.
to I have a reason to fuck people off. Like, fuck off, man.
You're not wearing a mask? Fuck you. I'm not coming down.
Like, I can be like, I don't even have to be rude. This is my right that I can tell somebody to fuck off.
But that's crazy, bro. But bro, we have come to that point where then again we'll have to let the story end for these guys. But we are here talking. I want to really thank Pammo also for coming down today, man. Means a lot that Mizzy and me are comfortable, very much comfortable, and Pammo's with us. Like it's best that we can have good talks. And bro, shout out to Mizzy, man. Please go follow him on Instagram. Put his music down. Also the links. And Mizzy, you want to say something before we fucking head off?
Danyavad.
Then,
Hey.
oh my fucking
That was
god,
the best way to
man.
end this, bro.
Fucking shit, bro. This guy came
Prepared
like
for it, bro.
prepared, man.
He
Dhanyavad.
wrote all these words here.
I don't even know when was the last time I used this word.
Show your hands, bro.
Man, I didn't catch me cheating.
But yo, shout out to Maushi, shout out to Mizzy, my bro. Go follow him. Shout out to Moonshine for these amazing meads. And please subscribe and share this content with your friends. Suck. Don't suck us off right now. We have days to go. But yeah, please subscribe, share, help us grow. And shout out to Pammo, shout out to Maushi. Please go follow Maushi boys. If you're in Pune, please come down for the gigs that happen here. And Mizzy, bro, lovely having you, brother. We all wish you a fucking crazy experience trip, whatever your journey takes you right now. We want you to fucking kill that shit like you have till now.
Thank you, bro. Like, man, it's been amazing. I don't even have the words to express how India has been to me, but like, maybe you can feel it in my emotions, in the way I talk about the city. Check my Instagram. You'll see my history here is like insane.
in India we say history sheeter hai ye.
Ah,
A history sheeter is a guy who's done his shit here, bro.
yes, for sure, man.
Look
And I
under
hope
shit,
to
yeah.
be back sometime soon. I'm not gonna give a date because stuff happens in the middle. But definitely, man, definitely.
Bro, we'll end this episode today with your one word of wisdom and just say it and we end this shit today.
Whoa, I'm not good with words of wisdom, so I always give the same. Something that has always worked for me is that I aim for the stars, and then you take the risks. The rewards are gonna be amazing.
You mean Bob Marley?
No, but that was Pamo.
Till then, bro, thank you guys for tuning in. This is me, Baba. We're signing
Baba
off.
and Pamo and
And
Mizzy.
Mize. Peace.